Catawba County Board of Education just voted to ban a book from its school libraries. Now, the vote was close, 4-3, to ban the book for all students under the age of 18. Our Erica Lunsford is live in Catawba County tonight. And Erica, a lot of parents were arguing both sides of this fight. It was not a typical Monday night meeting.
No, it was not, Molly. And Molly, the meeting lasted for about 3.5 hours. Some people argue that the book related loosely to the 2010 case here in Catawba County of Zara Baker. Baker was a 10-year-old girl who was dismembered by her stepmother. They say the book talks loosely about that and kind of just reflects the society, the harsh reality here in society. Others argue that the book was just too far, went too far with the language, and should be banned from schools altogether.
But I'm here today to speak in favor of supporting this book because I do believe that children everywhere should have the opportunity to educate and learn and have access to it in our public school systems.
The population of Catawba County does not want this book at the access or our kids accessing these types of books.
A packed special meeting Monday night at the Catawba County School Board. Most of the talk centered around the book Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany Jackson. According to the book's publisher, the story is about a teenage girl named Claudia whose best friend, Monday Charles, goes missing. The book addresses topics like mental health, media bias surrounding missing children of color, and bullying. Board member Michelle Teague calls the book inappropriate.
As a high school student, I think I'm the most important person who should be here.
But high school student Madeline Beisler says the book helps shine a light on the reality some students face.
It's about abuse in the household, and that's something that actually happens around here, and most people don't know about it just because it's not talked about. And so it talks about like going to find a guardian or a friend or a parent that you can trust, and so this book would help.
We can't say certain words, like right now I can't say certain words, you're going to edit me out or cancel me. But we can put these words in the mind of our children.
Parent Deborah Thomas said that to her, the book's vulgar language should not be promoted in the school system.
My reaction was disgust because of the words and the descriptions in there. It's very pornographic.
After the meeting, some people shared with me they feel like the decision was a good compromise, but others shared with me they feel like it's not fair. They said that situations in the book could happen to children much younger than 18. Reporting in Catawba, Erica Lunsford, WBTV, on your side.